Hi there everyone, Dr. Beth Westie here, and I wanted to talk about diet secrets. This was something that I was inspired to do after someone gave me an article in the New York Times Magazine and referenced to a few things on diets and that word and what that means and kind of the struggle that women have gone through for ages on diets and things. So this is, in this magazine, there's some things, right? Like there's a picture of Oprah, and it talks about Weight Watchers and the research that goes into nutrition and food and diets and all these other things, right? That people struggle with. Some of my favorites, I'm just going to show these pictures because this is, and a lot of times, so I talk to women every day about nutrition. I get messages constantly and emails constantly about, oh my gosh, why am I struggling so much? Oh, I'm so frustrated. I just want to feel healthy. I want to be strong. I want to be fit. I want to feel good in the body that I have. Why is this so hard for me? And I'm like, oh my God, it's not you. It's everything out there. And it starts with things like this is a soap from 1903. Obesity soap? Really? Like, it positively reduces fat without dieting or gymnastics. Gymnastics? What? And it absolutely harmless, never fails to reduce flesh when directions are followed. That makes me nervous. I mean, the wording of it, I'm nervous about that specifically. But that's one of those things there, right? There's this where it talks about cigarettes. Oh, let's have cigarettes. You'll be skinny. Duh. Oh my God. 1929. Of course this is why women are struggling. This is what we've been marketed to. And then this one of my personal favorites, right? This is from the 1950s. Oh my gosh. Sugar. Are you low on energy? Just have some sugar. It's smart to stay slim and trim. It says that. It's smart to stay slim and trim with sugar. Right there. That just seems like a good idea, right? Who thinks that's a good idea? So look at this. Span of 50 years here, we go from obesity soap to cigarettes to sugar. Why is this so hard to figure out? Because all of this dietary stuff, look who's being targeted. Look at this. Look at who's being targeted. Women are being targeted. Women are targeted for all of this weight loss stuff. And these are the solutions. Soap, cigarettes, and sugar over this 50-year span of time. Seems like a good plan. I don't know why it didn't work work out for people. But what's shocking to me is that if you look at the entire diet industry and everything, really it's mainly marketed towards women. All the research that is done on all this food and everything else is done and how it compares in a male body. And how it compares in a male body. So that's why women are struggling and frustrated. And it's a great business model because women are going to keep trying these things and then keep frustrating at the results. So they're going to keep trying and keep trying. Right? Good business model. And then, again, just from this article, this was fantastic. And again, this is from the, I'll just show you the cover of it here so you can see what it is. The New York Times. This one. Great article in here. So, soap, cigarettes, and sugar solutions for diets and things like that. Then you have the Metrecal shake. That looks delicious. And then there's an diet candy. And then you get in things like Slim Fast and Weight Watchers and things from there. And they talk a lot about Weight Watchers in this article. And, it's one of those things that I feel like women forever have struggled. And there was in this article, it talks about people who tried diets like the hot dog and banana and egg diet. And I was like, what? Like that was a thing? Like some of it I'd never heard of before. Like the pickles and peanut butter diet. All you eat is pickles and peanut butter. And I was like, that's not a diet. That's called crazy. Or it's called you're in college and you don't have any money and that's what's in your fridge. But that's, women are, I feel like some of this stuff, some of this really old archaic stuff actually passed because people didn't have information like this. And I mean, this is why I do these videos all the time. I'm super passionate about educating women on just different options out there or things you can do. The more you know about how your body works and functions, the more you can do and take charge of in yourself and the foods that you eat to change your health and how you feel overall. I met with a gal earlier today who, this was a couple of weeks ago, I chatted with her and I said, hey, I know you're getting some protein in, that's great. I was like, but it's not quite at the level you need for what you're doing. Are you sure? I was like, try it and you'll see some changes happen. She upped her protein to the appropriate level for her. And today she told me, she's like, I couldn't believe it. She's like, I was really nervous because I was eating more food, right? Eating more than what I should eat. And this is why we have trust issues with information, is because of stuff like this. And that she finally started really slimming down. She's like, I put on these pants and they were baggy on me. I couldn't believe it. And it's ridiculous because I'm eating more. I was like, yes, but you're actually giving your body what it needs for what's happening. Women's bodies are designed completely differently than men's are. Women build muscle differently than men do. Women react to stress completely differently than men do. So when you're targeting your body and targeting what's going on naturally with hormones and everything, you get a completely different result when you're getting the right things in there. When you're following really old information, like, I want to lose a few pounds. I'm going to use this soap. I'm just going to wash it away. That would be nice. What? Oh, what? Like, I get that some of the, like, these are old, right? And they probably didn't have the same information and all these things. But I mean, really, this is the trend and what happens for women. We're targeted for things. We're the ones that are going through the struggle and everything else versus being given the right information to get the results that we want. So that's what I'm really excited about. There's no diet secret, right? There's no secret. It's fueling your body. It's figuring out what's going on with your body physiology, where are things at, and then working with that and giving yourself the right nutrition, giving yourself the right information, and then the right tools and the right plan. That's it. And not one plan fits all, right? Some people get great results on things like Weight Watchers. That's awesome. Then that's the right plan for you, your body, your lifestyle, everything. People who don't, okay, there's something else for you. I think that there's so many different ideas out there that it's necessary for what everybody goes through. And a lot of times people are like, well, this didn't work for me, so none of these other things are going to work for you. Not necessarily. Just because you went through and did something, again, I'm just going to use Weight Watchers as the example because most people are familiar with it. If you went through and did a Weight Watchers system and you're like, oh, well, it didn't work. Well, what didn't work about it? Oh, you didn't get any result at all? Okay, then I would say it didn't work. If you lost weight and then gained it back, it's not that it didn't work. You just didn't maintain some of those things. I mean, they continue to do studies. So much research and money is put into research on food, research on human behavior, research on psychology related to food and human behavior and all of these things. And what's crazy is that what is, from all the things that I've read, from all the research that's out there and from all this information that I gather all the time, it seems like they're all looking for this one answer, for this secret. And you know what? It doesn't exist. It's different for everybody, right? And for women especially, you go through different phases of your life and what you can kind of tolerate and handle at certain points in your life, right? And that's what you should focus on. Where am I at? What are my goals? And kind of where are things and where I'm going to get, right? If you just have a baby, like if I had a baby last week, I wouldn't be expecting to lose all the baby weight today, right? That's not realistic. But that's kind of how it is with life and our bodies. And that's what I really love about running the challenge groups that I run and working with women in the way that I do, is that it's not going to happen like that. And if it does happen quickly, I guarantee it's not going to be something that's going to last for you. It's all about really teaching your body the right tools and tricks to pull out when you need them. Your body physiology changes. So whenever you are under more stress, your body's system will want to slow things down and store as much energy as possible. That's just how women's bodies are. Our bodies are designed to hold more fat because our bodies are designed to have babies. Great! But then they're also designed to hold more fat. So people are like, oh, I want to get rid of all this fat, da 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 da. You can't just use the same tricks and techniques all the time. You have to switch it up, especially with hormonal things, especially with stress. there's different tactics to maneuver around those different events in your life. Again, just like having a baby. When you have a baby, you have a certain amount of fat on your body because of that. And then going through nursing and all these other things, the weight can come off, right? For women that doesn't happen for, there's absolutely techniques that you can use to help with getting your body back healthier, stronger after that. The group that I'm focused on, so you can click the link that's attached here if you want to know more information about the Menopause Challenge group that I'm starting. Women who are in menopause, perimenopause, and have been struggling because their hormones have changed, what you've been doing isn't going to have the same result anymore. What you've been doing, your body's acclimated to. What you've been doing, not that it's not good, it's just not the right fit for where your body's at right now. Things are different, and it's really important that you shift and change things to keep up with what's currently happening with your body physiology. A lot of times it's just little, I want to say simple tweaks to work with. You know, getting different nutrients in, getting the right amount of protein for your body. Your body processes protein differently as the body ages. So it's really important that you're getting the right kinds of proteins and the right amounts of proteins. Simple things like that change everything. And I want to say there's no wrong way to get protein in, right? Like protein, do all the protein, right? If you are a vegetarian, you can still get great amount of protein in your body to help you get to your results. But for women who are often in menopause, they've been on how many diets in their lifetime, right? Think about it. Think about your entire life. What's really sad is when I chat with women, a lot of times they'll share with me, they're like, yeah, I started my first diet at 12 or 13 or 14. That's when girls start dieting. That's really, really young to start this process. And then they continue going through that a couple times a year, 3 times a year, 4 times a year, sometimes more, going on these diets for the rest of their lives. Like, their life is not a lifestyle, it is different chunks of diets. And so by the time a gal has gone through menopause, her body has been through the ringer in terms of nutrition, and stress and hormones makes it that much tougher. So that's why I have this challenge group really designed for women in menopause. Not just designed for women in menopause for the hormones, but also designed for women in menopause that have been through some of these tactics before and are really struggling with getting results with their body now. So my goal and overall mission is to just really educate women and get them the right tools that they need. Get them the information that's going to help them take control of their bodies, their health, and everything else. My latest book, The Female Fat Solution, which you can find on Amazon, it goes through and it does have a section on menopause in there. It has a section on every body that women go through in their lifetime. But this challenge group is really designed to do a deep, deep dive. So if you guys have questions, don't hesitate to, you can comment below on the video. You can message me privately if you're not comfortable commenting. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have. But this is one of the things that just makes me crazy. Come on. And then no wonder why women are struggling. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. I'm going to talk more about some specific supplements in the next week. Talk about, you know, your base nutrition, and then what other things to add on and when to know when your body is really stressed out, and best tactics and what to do. So stay tuned this week. I got some really great information coming up. Woo! Yeah, otherwise I will chat with you guys later.